You know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on. You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I thought I was going to get into the end.
Play there for the Steelers. 45 yards.
Oh.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try and throw for it. And a little floater there is incomplete. Tough there.
That's the
Good
wrong
pass,
damn
hit
button.
the hands,
Screwed
he
up
just
that
couldn't bring it in.
conversion.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun, Page. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This will be fielded at the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion. And
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
The moment that ball got thrown, I could tell that it was going to be intercepted based off the way the emphasis was
football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Page, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Page. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
My God, Kenyatta Skinner is just unstoppable.
Let's just face it. This offensive line,
Elias has been throwing interceptions, and Skinner's been sacking Page before he can capitalize.
To throw on 2nd down. Page looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need it? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they'll run it here. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, Page. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Page. Austin's got it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back to throw. Page. Completes it to Austin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Page. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 30!
To throw on 2nd down, Page. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Steelers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Jeez.
And for
Exact
Charles
same
Davis and our
completions.
entire
Well done by
crew,
Russell
I'm
Page.
Brandon Gaudin. You've
2
been
less
watching the
yardage, but
NFL on EA
did take up,
Sports.
he didn't give up 2 interceptions. Not a lot of rushing. This was a very defensive-oriented game. I guess Blake Kush got 1 target, but see receptions. Yeah, it was mostly a spread-out affair for us and a very concentrated reception game for the Dolphins. Well done by Stephon Paul and Ketchetonis Skinner. 9 tackles, 6 sacks, and a fumble recovery. Shiesty. Room proving that he was a good asset before I traded him. Or worth the trade that I made with him, I should say. Is it just me or a lot of Heisman winners being defensive in this play through.